us at Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Liberty Flames offense will take the field first. And you down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to stop him. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Yeah. Got to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Throws it off the RPO. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Flames line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. On the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Blue Raiders offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And now we get a look at Cameron Lacey. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased. Running inside, it's Coleman. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Flames now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Out wide left, it's Johnson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Floats it out in space. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes.
Number 92, set to kick it off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll need a bunch on second down. To the air, it's Henderson. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. And the Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Flames will bring the punt team onto the field.
On to kick it away.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw one first. He'll try to do it himself. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Under pressure. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout. 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now the lead is down to 11. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And the Flames will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Allen. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second. The Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Fires to the big fella. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Flames decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So the Blue Raiders come out ready to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden.
Makes the grab in their space. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And the Flames want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm.
A shot toward the end zone. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. Getting deep in the 3rd quarter here. Clock stopped with 1.5 minutes to go. On the run, it's Coleman. Makes the tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Liberty! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on 1st down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Just never had a chance to shake loose. Brought down at the 24. One final play before the end of the quarter. Quick give. It's all. Turning it on. He's past the sticks. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This game is decided as we check out the Week 11 scoreboard. Top 12 teams in the country. Of course, all of these teams playoff contenders. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pulls it in. It's Lacey. Completion for the 1st down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. On target over the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Martin. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Lets it develop. It's Shaw. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Out wide right, it's Allen. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Back to throw, it's Henderson. Got the back over the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
The Flames want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the run inside. It's Coleman.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Straight ahead, it's Shaw. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
And that'll be enough for the 1st down. A gain of 13 on the play, and the clock stops for the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on first down. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They were all over it. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Right back to it. Breaks into the open. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Punt is on its way. Trying to take it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Keeping his eyes downfield. Left side is Person. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They build their attack around those big plays, and they've got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Whip it out to the back on the screen. Could not make his way to the corner.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Flames! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by the quarterback. He had to be pinpoint accurate on that touchdown pass, giving his offense the lead here with just seconds to go in the game.
And they did tack on the extra point. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He gets a block. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Here's a throw downfield late. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over, an absolutely heartbreaking loss. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might